We're gonna go out and do food delivery. This is an absolute surprise, but due to rain, my son's baseball practice got canceled for this evening. So I'm gonna take advantage of this unexpected opportunity to go out, make some extra money, hang out with you guys. We are gonna have a lot of fun. Of course, we'll be driving extra cautiously. I've got a whole beast full of hot coffee, and I got a bag of flavor blasted goldfish. We're actually on our way to the post office right now because I had a couple of eBay sales that came in over the weekend. And so we got to get those dropped off. I got a couple of baseball cards here that we're dropping off, and then a book. We're selling off some of our old homeschool curriculum because we're currently using private school. And so it's like, might as well take that curriculum that we spent our money on, sell it. It'll help somebody else get it at a cheaper rate than having to buy it new like we did, and it'll recover a few dollars for us. So it's a win-win all around, and then the post office can make some money on it as well. Welcome everybody. This is A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. So we're talking mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, all those areas. We kind of cover that with a variety of different things. We are super hyped because we just released our first PDF here, available for sale down in the pinned comment, or if you are watching this on replay, it is the first link in the description. It is 10 plus ways to make an extra $200 a week. Selling items on eBay is one of those ways, and I also have a masterclass on how to get going and how to get started on eBay that I'm building out on the channel in terms of getting signed up and getting ready to go on that. So please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. There's like nobody here at the post office. I know it's like technically closed at like 5, but hopefully I can at least get these packages dropped off inside there really quick, because I don't need to buy postage or anything. I just need to drop them off. And usually they have that part open until 5:30, but I haven't seen the parking lot this empty recently at all. So all right, grab a couple of goldfish. It is raining here today. Some of the heaviest rain we've seen in a while. So it rained a lot this morning. It kind of stopped, and it rained more this afternoon. Joseph, how's it going? SK, yep, it is raining today. Reyes, yes, I have a soul, as does everyone. All right, I'm gonna run it. I gotta drop these things off in the post office. I'll be back in like under a minute. When we talk about a side of hustle, it's like a full-time hustle here. It really is. So eBay stuff is done. I had a huge Facebook Marketplace meetup as well. Hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is moving 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. We're going to be doing some live food delivery right along, but we're going to talk about making the most and taking advantage of unexpected opportunities, because that's exactly what happened to me tonight. I was not supposed to be delivering tonight, but rained out my son's Little League practice, and so we got an unexpected opportunity to go out and make a little extra money tonight. So we're going to get all these apps on here, and we're going to hang out with you. We are doing the 5555 challenge tonight. We're looking for 5 new channel subscribers, 5 new channel members. You can sign up for a membership for $2, $5, or $25 a month, whatever level works for you. Get access to some of our perks, like our special custom emojis that we have. And we're looking for 5 super chats of $5 or more. 5555. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get all the apps on here. Got to get my headphones on so you don't have to hear all the buzzes and beeps. It says it's very busy, but they're not going to. That would make sense. A lot of times our drivers tend to quit when it is rainy out here. Sebastian, how's it going? So today, All right, so I'll answer the Facebook. So on Facebook Marketplace, I just sell anything that the shipping cost is just not going to be worth it to sell on eBay. If it's, if it's easy to ship, I'm going to sell it on eBay because you have a bigger market and you're probably going to be able to sell it for more. Today I had 2 huge rolling carts, like 4-foot cubed rolling carts. 3 of them actually. Sorry, 3 4-foot cubed rolling carts that I sold, and 4 plastic pallets. So I had them when I had a warehouse for my previous Amazon business. I used them, but we've just been honestly storing them and not doing anything with them. And so it's like they were nice to have when I was using them on a regular basis, but we know we're going to be moving again sometime in the next year. So like, you know what, I don't want to have to move them. I don't want to have to store them again. So met up with a guy today and sold the rolling carts for $50. And then I just kind of, while he was there, I asked if he might be interested in the pallets, and he said, well, all I got is $11. I said, that sounds good to me, because then I can be done with it. So I wasn't using the pallets anymore, and $11 is probably less than I paid for them, definitely less than I paid for them, but it's money in my pocket today, and it's less bulky things that I have to do. So that's what I do on Facebook Marketplace with kind of a variety of things. So like home decor stuff. We have some old decor pillows up. I've sold beach toys, just stuff, lots of things that I can do. I need to actually create a good Facebook Marketplace video. I probably sell 2 or 3 things a week on Facebook Marketplace. I had a bunch of 6-foot and 8-foot tables that I've sold on Facebook Marketplace. So that's that. On eBay, I primarily do sports cards. That's the primary, so baseball and football specifically. So primarily sports cards and sports memorabilia, but anything that has value that's relatively easy to ship. So if I have Amazon returns, they'll go to eBay. Like I said, we're selling off some of our old homeschool curriculum. So that's what we have. So a little bit of that. So it says it's super busy out here tonight. We've yet to see any orders that would make us believe that, though. So appreciate everybody hanging out. We are doing the 5555 challenge, and we're talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities. Unexpected opportunities. So I had an unexpected opportunity of being able to deliver tonight. We'll hope that it's actually worth it here. We shall see. I was out delivering this morning and did okay. Did like $70 in 3.5 hours, something like that. Nothing crazy, but did okay. And then met up with a guy for Facebook Marketplace this afternoon, and then worked on some YouTube stuff at home since I was already home for that meetup, and now we're going to come out and we'll see what we can do. So theoretically, in 3 hours, the goal will be $75, $25 an hour for supper time. Yes, absolutely. You got to be ready for it, troll bus driver. So yeah, and I mean, this was totally unprepared. I was supposed to be helping at baseball practice tonight, and baseball practice is great, and I love helping with it. However, it also happens right in the heart of supper time, and so rent is due at the end of this week. I got to make as much money as I can. Got to be able to pay rent at the end of the week. So we're going to take advantage of every earning opportunity that we can take advantage of. So we're munching on goldfish. My wife made me a huge container of coffee, so we are ready to go. How's it going, Panda? Good evening to you. Hope everybody is doing well. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're going to have some fun. Unexpected opportunities, and another part of the unexpected opportunities, unexpected opportunity to stream and hang out with everybody too. So, because I was adamantly telling you all yesterday, I will not be streaming again until Thursday night, because my son has baseball games. He had practice tonight, rained out, and then baseball games the next 2 nights. But God had a different plan by sending the rain. So we're going to pivot, take advantage of the opportunity to do that, and let's just hope that there's some decent orders out here for a Monday night. We're going to follow the basic principle tonight, especially if you're kind of new to this gig delivery world. For the most part, especially since it's raining, I'm going to try to minimize my miles, so looking for orders that are $10 or more that are going 5 miles or less. So that's my new recommended for anyone who's just starting doing gig delivery work. $10 or more for 5 miles or less. Make sure you're getting $2 a mile, especially when you're starting out. we're not going to sit still because I have no idea where the orders are. We're going to move. And we started moving yesterday, and we seem to do well with just moving, keeping the car going. Not to mention the heat of my car only works if we're actually moving. If we sit still, it gets cold in here really quick on a rainy day. Random, how's it going? Tornado Garden, how's it going? Good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to all of you. You know you're getting closer to spring when it's after 5 o'clock and it's raining, but it's still pretty light out. So that is a good sign. We changed clocks ahead in like 2 weeks, right? I think it's 2 weekends, March 9th. We turned the clocks ahead. So I love it. I love doing deliveries at 7 o'clock at night when it is when it's still light out. Just makes it easier. Makes the nights not feel as late. Like getting up in the morning is hard no matter how dark or light it is, but at least being out delivering past 7 o'clock when it's light. And I know you all who are north of me, you're really looking forward to that time change. But we're almost there. February's almost over, guys. March 1st is Saturday. February flies by, so which is good because it's pretty much the worst month. Like the only good thing that happens in February is the Super Bowl, and that's only one day for one event. So yeah, I think it's good. The only problem is your birthday is Sunday. My daughter's birthday is Saturday, Savage. Birthday weekend. Maybe we'll throw a virtual birthday party for you on Sunday. I think I'm going to be out Sunday supper. Unless something changes, that's the plan. So happy birthday in advance. Good morning, afternoon, good evening, and good night. In case I don't see you again. Batman, I love it. I love the emojis. So we're not supposed to be delivering tonight, but baseball practice got rained out. However, based on the quality of orders coming in, we still might not be delivering tonight. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But appreciate y'all hanging out. All right, we already have one new subscriber. Close. We're getting better. 21 for 15. That's still, on a rainy day, that's still a little too much. I'd be looking for like 30 for 15. You challenged me to a duel. How about a war of words? All right, here we go. We got what we're looking for, a $14.25 plus order from True Food Kitchen going 6 miles, keeping us in our relative downtown zone. Oh, like Uno. You're gonna pull out the reverse on me? Gonna pull out the reverse on me. Someday. Sounds like fun. My kids just were given a copy of Emoji Uno. I don't even know how to play it. It's like, take a game that I know how to play very well and put emojis on it, and I have no idea how to play the game. So here's my funny Uno story. When I was a kid, I hated the draw 4 cards, okay? You know, like the wild draw 4s. So I took the whole deck of Uno cards and I literally just bit the corner. I bit the corner of every draw 4 card so I knew when it would come up in the deck. So, and then on like the wilds, I bit them, but not as hard. So I bit those lightly, so I could tell anytime someone was drawing a draw 4, so I would know. Riz, someday I might need an editor. I can't. My problem is I can't afford an editor right now. I'm just trying to make enough to pay the bills. But hang around and hang out with us and get to know us. And when I get to the point of looking for an editor, I will always try to work with people who have supported the channel from early on. So eventually I will need an editor. All right, we're going to True Food Kitchen here. This is a $14.25 plus. For those of you not familiar with DoorDash, that means the total will be higher than that. We just don't know what it's going to be. I'm not going to talk exactly about who I voted for. However, I will say, just based on what I'm observing, I do think that things are headed in a positive direction for people in my situation who are trying to get out of debt and trying to see the economy get turned around. Obviously, there are still some inflation concerns, not necessarily tied to the price of eggs. That's a separate thing. As an Instacart driver, I know all about the issues with that. But I feel like we are heading in a good trajectory economy-wise, even though I do think the stock market is due for a little bit of a contraction here. It's if you look at the PE of a lot of stocks right now, the price to earnings ratio, they're a little high. The stock market is voting high, or not voting high. The stock market is kind of, I think it's a little overinflated. I think that's gonna come back. But yeah, I think right now, I think the trajectory of the economy, if it continues, should be okay. But I still think it's going to be pretty rocky for the next couple months. No, I didn't say I like the high prices on the eggs, but that has nothing to do with inflation. That has to do with an overreaction of bird flu and just killing chickens without potentially looking at other options for it. So obviously we want lower prices across the board. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us here tonight. So we're talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities. Unexpected opportunities, because that's a big part of just achieving life freedom, financial freedom, is sometimes you get an unexpected opportunity and you're like, I don't know if I really want to do anything with it. And so we're kind of talking about that. We just launched our brand new PDF, 10 plus ways to make an extra $200 a week. That is available. You can click on the pinned comment that has the link to it. We've already sold a couple of copies. It's going to just be $5 for a limited time. And then once I get a little bit feedback, we're going to expand it. We're going to make it bigger and better once we know what else needs to be added into it. And so this is kind of your chance to get in at a bottom level with that. And so we have that. And also, if you're watching on replay, it is the first link that is down in the description below. So another way you can support the channel. On the channel, we are doing a 5555 goal tonight. We are looking for 5 new channel subscribers, 5 new channel members, and 5 super chats of $5 or more. If we do the super chat goal, then we'll add an extra hour to the stream. We're going to stream from 5 to 8, and then we'll add a 4th hour to the stream if we hit the super chat goal. So 5555. So appreciate everybody, and if I can't keep up with all your chat because you're super chatty tonight, please understand. Got to be safe while we're driving, so I try to get caught up during breaks and kind of opine, and then people fill in and all these different things. But I appreciate you guys being here tonight. So on the subscriber count, we're up 1, so we do have that 1 of 5 checked off there. So you can hit that subscribe button. We've got lots of new content, long form and shorts, that are going up on the channel. Really trying to pour into this channel. My goal is to be able to get to having YouTube be a primary income stream for me as soon as possible. So I'm trying to give as much as possible to you, help you support. And if you're not in a position to donate right now, don't worry whatsoever. I totally understand. I'm not in a position to do that for some of the streamers that I like, and so I totally understand and I get it, and I don't ever want people to have any pressure to feel like they have to do that. So just kind of a goal for the channel, and trying to just answer any questions you guys have. So if you have any sort of side hustle questions about food delivery, gig delivery, eBay, Amazon, Facebook, Marketplace, YouTube, all of those good things, feel free to drop those comments. We are pulling into the parking lot right now. Let's see. Can't park in my normal parking spot, but we can still get pretty close. Pretty close to where we want to be. Thank you. Appreciate the beard love. That is always much appreciated. Back in, it's a rainy night here down in Southwest Florida. So we're picking up this order from True Food Kitchen. It's a $14.25 plus order, meaning that the total is going to be higher than that. Awesome, Carlos. So take advantage of unexpected opportunities. What I'm going to do is going to get my catering bag all ready here, so that way I can just, since it's raining out, run in and drop it off. Hopefully this order is ready, so we got it from a little bit further away. What I do, because it doesn't really work, especially when it's raining, to bring the phone in, we've got the BRB sign. Good evening, Eli. Happy birthday to your cousin, AP. Appreciate you being here. All right, so we're gonna throw the BRB sign up. If it's gonna take me more than a couple of minutes, I will be updating and typing in the chat as well. But this is the perfect time for me to get caught up on comments. I'll try to reply to some comments if I have any wait at all. And hopefully there's not a long wait and we just pick this order up and we go drop it off. I'll be right back with you guys. If any of my channel members are in here, you can post your custom. Ooh, guess what? We're gonna stack this. Oh, I don't know if we can stack it. Not quite. Maybe. No, can't quite stack it. All right, we'll be back. That's what we like. The order's ready to go. Oh, BRB fell down too. All right, we're back. The order is ready to go. Yeah, it's funny. Like, the beard looks redder on this phone than it does in real life. I don't know why. There's a lot more gray in there than red in real life. But it's all right. Makes me look, brings the full Scottish out inside of me. All right, we are going into one of our super high-end neighborhoods called Bay Colony. It's part of Pelican Bay. Unless she's moved somewhere in Pelican Bay, is where Judge Judy lives. Last I knew. I don't track her every move, mind you. But yeah, so we'll go see. I'm not delivering to a Judy. I'm delivering to a Debbie this time. Everybody's doing well. My son was a little disappointed that his baseball practice got rained out tonight, Eli, but Otherwise, we're doing well. We've had lots of sickness, been passed around school, and I thought we were all healthy again, and then we're not all healthy again. That's how it goes. All right. Yeah, like blue, green, gray. That my eye color changes, Michael, kind of depending on. It's kind of weird, but kind of depending on what I'm wearing. I know that sounds really weird, but they actually do. Like I've got a gray sweatshirt on today, so they're a little bit grayer than they normally are. So we're rocking and rolling. We got this True Food Kitchen. This is like for $14.25 plus. Scottish, Michael. Close, very close. I mean, almost the same. I'll tell you, I actually haven't dug too deep into like Scottish heritage and stuff like that, but it is on the list of places that I'd like to visit someday. Scotch heritage. So it's funny, I get a lot of Viking, a lot of people give like the Viking comments, which is actually like Norwegian, and I don't know if Vikings also had red beards too. That may just be more the bald with a beard is what conjures up people asking if I'm a Viking. But yeah, the people who tend to be from that area tend to pick out that I'm Scotch or Scotch Irish, like in that. And like I said, I haven't even dug into my full like history. That's just what I've been told. But I'm not going to give my DNA to some company that they can clone a bunch of me, because the last thing we need is more of me running around. So I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way and just dig through the family tree, try to get that all figured out. So yeah, well, exactly, Pete. Everybody. So I'm supposedly, I mean, it also depends on how far back you want to go, but the one side of the family, it's all German. Like everybody from the one side of the family came, like if you go far enough back, they all came through Ellis Island from Germany. We know that. And then I've got a little bit of Hungarian in me, and we know that also through immigration records. And then the Scotch, hold on. All right, sorry, I just got a Zifty catering order for tomorrow. A nice $48 Zifty for tomorrow. Whoop, whoop, like that. So, making tomorrow's money. I didn't even get to see all the details about it. I'll have to take a look at that later. It's like for 10 o'clock or 10:40 tomorrow morning. Are you completely native? It's crazy though, because I have talked to some people who like thought they were like completely like one thing, and then they do a DNA test and they get something else, and then they do DNA tests like a couple years later and they even get a different breakdown than they did the first time. I don't know how all that stuff works. Sounds good, Eli. I appreciate you so much. Michael, have you done a DNA test out of curiosity? Yeah. Henry. Well, Uber is pumping out some decent orders tonight. I actually passed on one that I would have taken normally. It was like $30 for like 12 miles. Two drop-offs, but awesome. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Like I haven't studied much on it, but I do know a lot of people they've taken DNA tests, like whatever I don't know what they are, like the 23andMe or whatever, and they turn out that they either find things that they didn't know they were or whatever. So I haven't done the DNA test, so I just go off of the family oral tradition and a little bit of the records. But my family tree cuts off at quite a few places. Like, I have not been able to identify past my great-grandfather on my dad's side. Like, which is like crazy. Like, it just, it just hits a point where I just can't find anything anymore. And so it leads to some interesting things. Like I do like digging. I don't have the time to dig right now. One of the things, like I've noticed with like when you do Ancestry, is sometimes you just have to give it a few years because there's so many records that have to be digitized. And so it's been a few years since I've done a deep dive. And so I'm hoping that the next time I get a chance to go back into Ancestry, there'll be a new set of records that maybe some dead ends will show up. But so anyway, appreciate everybody being here tonight. We're in the midst of dropping off a $14.25 plus order. The plus on DoorDash simply means that it will be more than that. We just don't know how much more. It could be $14.50, it could be $40.50. I mean, it could be anywhere in there, so we don't really know. Oh, this is not the place I thought I was going. I don't know if I'm just going in this entrance from a separate side. Oh, maybe I'm coming in. This is where I thought I was going. I'm just kind of... Wow, I took a back road. Stormy, good evening. How's it going tonight? Appreciate you. This is unexpected. My son's baseball practice got rained out, so I was like, okay, well, if he's going to be rained out, then I'm going to get to work and try to make a little extra money that I wasn't going to be able to make otherwise. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you don't know how to like on a vertical live stream, you just double tap that screen and you make that little thumb go up on there. Absolutely. Let's make some money. Let me know if you are a gig delivery driver, if you're kind of stuck on different things, if you're looking to pick up a side hustle, if you're looking to increase your income, trying to help people who are kind of looking to get their first little side hustle started, different things like that. So we've got a guide down in the pinned comment if you're watching live, or it's the first link in the description if you're watching on replay. 10 plus ways to earn an extra $200 a week. I am going to have to mute you guys when I go through the gate here because I got to say the customer's address. Don't want to read that out over the air. We still have about a mile to go once we get in this development, and then we'll figure out if it's a handed to the customer, but they live on the 17th floor of this condo. It's a beachfront condo that we're going to, so I'm not exactly sure how that all is going to play out. So we'll find out here shortly, but right now I'm just stuck in line trying to get through the gate guard here, doing that. But we'll do that. So appreciate you guys being here. The challenge is on tonight for 5555. Looking for 5 subscribers. Actually, we're looking for just 3 more subscribers. We're up 2, so we're looking to get to 1766. 1766 is the subscriber goal that we are working towards tonight. And then looking for 5 channel members. If you're a channel member, you get to post some of the cool emojis, which I haven't gotten to post yet for you. But I can do that right now while we're waiting in line. We've got a whole bunch of custom emojis that you get access to. We got 9 of them actually right now. And so we want to add more, but in order to do that, we've got to rebuild the subscriber base. So those are all our custom emojis. So if you want to kind of hang out and be able to do some of the extra fun emoji things with us, you can become a channel member for as little as $2 a month. $2, $5, $25, whatever level. Help support a small channel, small creator, and never expected, but always appreciated. Never expected, but always appreciated for super chats and all those other things. So, super chats, memberships, all that good stuff. There you go. Yeah, I know. Some of those will probably cycle out here because we're not doing a ton of sports content. We'll leave the Gracie emoji. The Gracie emoji will always stay here, but the money emoji, the thumbs up, Craig, the thumbs down, Craig. So, all right, are we next? We're almost next. We're next. We're gonna get ourselves a late delivery here, probably. We'll see. Yes, JQ, from the United States, from Florida. Florida, the United States. Where are you from? We're waiting to get in this community. There's a gate guard. I gotta turn off my wipers. They don't want your wipers on. They always get angry if your wipers are on when you go through the gate. So we'll turn off the wipers. It's not raining super hard at the moment. Oh, by the way, when I brought the food out from True Food Kitchen, I almost got run over by some lady who wasn't paying any attention. South Korea. I've met a few people, a few Koreans. There was one in my church in Minnesota. Good evening, how are you doing? Good. Getting checked in at the gate. Just trying to drop off the order, but you said, right? That is correct, yeah. Sounds good, JQ. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. We're just waiting. He's calling to confirm that I'm allowed to go in. They don't mess around with this community. This is a place that you definitely...
You're good to go.
All right, thank you. Have a good night. There are many, many rich and not necessarily like movie star famous, but famous people that live in this community here. So they take their gate guarding seriously. All right, we are finally in. All lives matter. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We need to expand the movement. And bearded lives matter too, right? Both of those would work. PNW, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you so much. Hope you're having an awesome night. All right, so we got to zigzag around here. We're going to some sort of beachfront condo. I'm not sure if I'm taking it. Sometimes in these condos, you take it all the way up the elevator to their place. Sometimes there's actual front desks, like 24-hour-a-day manned front desks in these super high-end condos. These are condos that are like well over, $1 million per unit, at least the ones facing the beach, stuff like that. So it all depends. Every building kind of has their own little thing, their rules and regulations, and so you just do what you need to do. So we'll find out when we get there what the rules of this building are. So it could be a quick drop off at the front desk. It could be I'll have to run it all the way up the elevator to the top. Well, I don't know if it'd be the top floor, but most of these aren't much more than about 18 to 20 floors. I'll show you guys just a little bit here. You can see. I don't know if that's the one we're going to, but there's a whole line of condos here. These are all beachfront condos. So we'll be going to one of those. can see them all lined up. So yeah, they're mostly like 18 to 24 floor condos, roughly. Wasn't that one. There's a bunch more there. Sorry, the angle of the car. That's interesting. That doesn't match my number yet. Maybe it's this one? It's still not. Yeah, it's this one here. Let's see. So that pinkish one that's slightly to the left of your main entrance closed. Oh, it's not this one. Oh, this one's horrible. This is definitely going to be a late delivery. If this is the one, it is a maze to get in here. And if this is the one that I'm thinking of, I 100% lost signal in the parking garage the last time. So unfortunately, I don't think I have any other choice. We're gonna see here. We're at the right building. I think I know this one, and I don't even think the garage is gonna open for me. I guess we're gonna have to find that out first. But if I'm not sure what to do. I'm gonna try to go back up. It says that the top is closed, but yeah, if we don't get this delivered in 2 minutes, we're gonna get a late delivery thanks to DoorDash. But we're gonna try because I don't see how I can get in. No, this is all closed. All right, I gotta call the customer here. I can't get in the garage, and the main entrance is closed. So we're gonna call the customer, try to figure out where they want us to go. Oh, yeah, where are you? Sorry. Yep, I'm the right car. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. How's it going? Sketchy internet zone. Just the nature of the beast. We're headed to Chipotle. Trying to give me an add-on of $6 for an additional 6 miles. That sounds like a horrible deal. So we're gonna pass on that. Let me know if this is working better. Sorry for the stream issues. Thank you for letting me know, Midnight. Appreciate it. Yeah, there was. All right. Well, hopefully we're back and good now. Yeah. All right. I went from Cricket to car Wi-Fi for the north end of town. So, all right, we're back. Sorry about that. Try to make it work as best I can, but technology does what technology wants to do. All right, so we're headed to Chipotle here. This is a $17.75 plus from Chipotle. I am expecting this to be a pretty massive amount of food. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that could be. Well, also this area, it's like from Vanderbilt to Immokalee Road on 41 is always really bad. So like from the Crust Pizza to PF Chang's, this whole strip is really rough for Cricket, which is AT&T towers. So I need to just take a day and figure out if I can get my Cricket phone changed over to Verizon, because that's a little more consistent throughout the whole of town. All right, so now that we're here, we're arrived. We'll see if there's any sort of parking spot, because that's the other part. If not, we're just gonna park. Oh, they moved. Oh, there are. Wow, there's lots of parking spots tonight. Wow, so there's, okay, so that's a good sign, right? If these places are normally packed. Yeah, thank you, Pete. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about this order, because we don't usually get orders this good from Chipotle. All right. I think we only have to go about 5 miles after this. All right, I'm gonna be right back. All right. Well, we're 2 for 2 for having orders ready. So I'm gonna take that. Very excited. So this is gonna put us. We tried to maintain a $25 an hour pace. I've been trying to figure out how to hack and average 30 per hour, but it's really tough. 30 per hour, like day in and day out, especially with afternoon shift, is really tough. It definitely involves catering being a consistent part, and I just don't. I see catering orders, but I don't consistently get catering orders enough to be able to keep that average high enough. But it's like a kind of a combination of catering plus getting occasional large orders plus getting big Instacarts every now and then. But for tonight, I definitely can't say it's a goal to get $30 an hour yet, at least not for a normal night. But I'm hoping, because of the rain, these places are like, there's parking in parking lots where there's not normally parking at all. And so that's a good sign if you're a delivery driver, because maybe means people don't want to deal with the rain and they're more likely to be ordering out or ordering in, whatever that term happens to be. So we just have to navigate through. It's kind of like a long and windy parking lot. Got to go really slow because there's always rando pedestrians, rando cars backing up, all sorts of rando stuff going on. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. This is a $17 plus order from Chipotle. This might be the highest valued Chipotle order I've ever had. It's certainly not anything that I can remember. I don't even know what's in the order exactly, but it was 2 bags worth of food, which for Chipotle is pretty significant. So we've had no problem. We've had our choice of big orders tonight. So I've passed on multiple good Uber orders too that I just couldn't stack with DoorDash. All right, we're almost out of this parking lot and we can get rocking and rolling. Hope everybody is doing awesome tonight. Happy Monday to all of you. This is going to bring us roughly to $33 in. Go drive your car. $33 in just over an hour, which we absolutely are loving. It's going to be about an hour 15 if GPS is correct. Our drop-off time is like 6:15. So if we're at $33 at an hour and 15, I'll be pretty happy. Or if this plus brings it way over 17 to something like 20 or 22, even better. So hope everybody's doing well. This is an unexpected delivery ride along tonight. I was supposed to be coaching my son's baseball team tonight, but practice was rained out. And so, just taking advantage of the unexpected opportunity to make some extra money, keep pushing forward towards my goals of getting out of debt, goals of growing this YouTube channel, deepening my relationship with you guys, and getting to know you better, sharing more about it. And so that's what we're doing. So that's the challenge of tonight. What unexpected opportunities maybe have you seen and taken advantage of, or you had and you missed? But that's kind of the theme of tonight. Take advantage of unexpected opportunities. I have the ultimate unexpected opportunity. Actually goes back to when, hey, Midnight, would you be able to take care of that, please? If you get a chance. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Midnight. Appreciate you. So my ultimate unexpected opportunity goes back to when I was dating my wife. And there's a lesson I learned then, and I've relearned multiple times over the years, including tonight. But we were dating, and she let me know. It was like Sunday, and I was tired. Because at the time I was working at a church, and it was Sunday night, and I just wanted to sit back and watch football. This was years and years ago. But she let me know, like, hey, it was like we were dating, but we were still, it was very early on in the dating. And she said, hey, would you want to come over and go to church and then go out to eat afterwards? And she was hanging out with one of her friends too. Like, I mean, again, it was very early on, we're still building trust and everything. And I didn't want to go. And I just thought about it, I'm like, okay, you know what? Either this is going to work out as a relationship, or it's not going to work out as a relationship. But one of the best ways to figure out if it's going to work out as a relationship or not is to go and spend more time with her. We were kind of dating, but I mean, like I said, very early on in that relationship, and I was still kind of trying to figure things out. And I went, and we had just the most awesome night that night. And it was an unexpected opportunity that ultimately led to me marrying her and 3 kids, and my life, which could have been drastically differentiated had I just stayed at home and watched football that night. So there's all sorts of unexpected opportunities around. So you just got to be ready, because you never know when you're going to come into contact with someone who's going to be either a future business partner or your next super fan on whatever social media that you're doing, or you just don't know. And so just kind of always keep your eyes open, be aware of potential possibilities. So if you've got an unexpected opportunity, I'd love to hear that in the chat as well. Bree, good evening to you. How's it going? Hope you are doing awesome tonight. We're in the midst of doing a Chipotle order. $17 plus on DoorDash. One of the largest payout Chipotle orders I think I've ever had. We'll see what the total is. I have no idea what's in here, but it's 2 bags of food. So that's quite a bit. It is a rainy night. We weren't supposed to be live, but my son's baseball practice got rained out, so we are putting the work in. Work. I already have a catering order set up for tomorrow. It's a big one. It's one of the biggest ones I've had in a while. It's like $48. It's a drive, 17 miles, but it's a good 17 miles. Like, if there's any 17 miles I'd have to drive, in this town, that's probably the one I would pick. So, we're just about 2 miles out from this Chipotle drop-off. Chipotle sounds good. On catering apps, Pete, you can. So catering apps, they get offered to you anywhere from 12 hours to sometimes even like 48 hours ahead of time. I think I've even seen a few catering orders like a few days ahead of time. Like they put it out on a Friday for a Monday sort of thing. And so it's really nice to have. It's like a nice tool to have in your gig delivery tool belt. So it is one of the ways to earn an extra $200 a week that I have in the guide that is down below. It is the pinned comment down below. And so 10 plus ways to make an extra $200 a week. So you can get access to that for $5. So we have about a mile to go for this Chipotle delivery. One mile to go and get this dropped off and then get all the apps right back on and see what else there is. It's going to put us right around $33 depending on how much is hidden of this tip here, but right around $33 in an hour and 15 minutes. So it's a pretty good start to the supper rush here tonight. We're doing a 3-hour stream tonight, and we've got a challenge of 5555. Looking for 5 new subscribers, 5 new channel members, and 5 super chats. So $5 or more. Those are the stream goals. The delivery goal for the 3 hours is going to basically just be try to make $75 in 3 hours. Try to hit our $25 an hour price point earnings goal that we have on the channel. So we are slowly making our way through that. I'll give you an update on the other stats here in a second. We're like 0.2 miles. I got like a car is right on my tail. So. I'm just gonna have to assume that this is the one. Let's see if this is the number. Let's see if that's the right number. Yeah. All right. That is. I see somebody in there, but we'll just let them know it arrived. Is there a gate code? Question mark. So this is a drop-off to an actual house here. Valentine Delivers Vegas. Hello from Florida. Hope you are doing well here tonight. Corey, hope you are doing well. Savage Batman, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out. Can't hand order to customer. We're going to get the timer started here. Hello. So I'm at the house for the Chipotle delivery. Is there a way to open the gate? All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Bye. I hope that all of you road warriors realize that I was literally parked in someone's driveway just now. And then also, you realize that I'm looking ahead and the camera can also be angled. So that way it looks like I'm looking ahead. So I promise you that I don't see your messages about watching the camera otherwise until I stop. Good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. There you go. Yep. Got it.
I won't steal your bag. I promise.
All good. All right. Thank you. Have a great night. All right. That 1775 plus was 1803. Either way, you can't go wrong with either decision. Can't go wrong with either decision. All right, which way do I want to? I think I want to go this way. We want to just try to get back to orders here as quick as possible. Ideally good orders. We got everything back on. More about me. Okay, so here's the funny thing. So I met my wife via eHarmony back before eHarmony went like nutso. So it's really funny because once upon a time, telling someone that you met your wife online was weird, and then it was normal, and now it's kind of weird again because everything that is online is like meeting people online is all just like the hookup culture and stuff. So we actually lived within like 25 minutes of each other, both in small towns, and just never crossed paths before then. So yeah, so we met on eHarmony like long before, you know, all the hookup apps were like a thing. It was like back in the day, I don't know what eHarmony is now, but back in the day, like you had to have like you had to fill out an entire like profile of yourself, and they tried to match you based off of compatibility stuff and things like that. So but at the time, she was a teacher in a Christian school, and I was a youth pastor, and in the neighboring town. So my town was like a town of like 2,000 people. Her town was like a town of like, I don't know what it was, 15,000 people. So both relatively small towns. Yeah, so that was what I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, that was quite a few years ago now. Some ways it doesn't feel that long, in other ways it feels like forever. Wow, we're getting hit with a ton of orders. They're not good ones, but there's a lot of them. So yeah, so we kind of just met. The first time we met, we actually met up in a Kohl's parking lot. We went through a corn maze. It was like in the fall, so we went through like a corn maze and all that sort of stuff. And like on a farm, and got some jam or jelly and a pumpkin, you know, that sort of stuff. So we did that, and but we actually didn't date super long. I'm trying to remember if we met up in September or October. I think we started talking in August online. September, October, we met up for the first time, and we got engaged in March, and we got married in June. You're driving. I wish I was driving. Stuck at red lights all the time here. And but we were pretty old. It wasn't like we were you know, like 19, 20, 21. I think we were like 30 and 27 or something like that. So gets a little easier. I'm gonna take this one. I guess I'll take this one unless we get something better. This is $15 for 8 miles on UberEats. But we have quite a few dead miles, and this is going to cover. We're actually headed right back to the same plaza that we just got our Chipotle out of. All right, let me do a little channel reset for everybody. We're doing some food delivery here tonight, but welcome everyone to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. We kind of talk about life improvement in all of those areas. Tonight, specifically, we're talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities. One of those was while I was dating my wife. I was sharing that. Also, one of those unexpected opportunities is this stream tonight, because I was supposed to be coaching Little League for my son's team tonight, but we got rained out. So instead, we're out delivering, taking advantage of an unexpected opportunity, make a little more money, chip away at our debt just a little bit more. So tonight on the stream, we're going to do a 3-hour stream from 5 to 8. So we're just over an hour in. And we are doing a 5 challenge, looking for 5 new subscribers, 5 new channel members, and 5 super chats for $5 or more. Those are just the goals for tonight. None of those are expected or anything like that, but people always want to know what's the goal for the stream, so that's what we're going to be doing. And hanging out with you, talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities. We're currently driving to a restaurant. I think it's Brio. I think that's the name of this one. But if we get a better order on a different app, we might take it, especially if it's DoorDash. Bravo. We have a Brio and a Bravo in town, and I always get them confused. So much so that one time I drove to the wrong restaurant, had them looking for an order for me, and like 15 minutes later, we both realized that I was at the wrong restaurant. So this one's going to Bravo. So good evening to everybody. While I'm driving, I don't catch all the comments, but the next time I stop, I will get caught up on them as much as possible. We're getting hit with a truckload of orders tonight. It definitely feels like there's not a lot of drivers on the road. So we're trying to cherry pick the absolute best of the best. So we've done so far a 16 and an 18. Those are the 2 orders we've done on DoorDash in the first hour 15. And then this is a $15 order for 7 miles total, but honestly, probably about 4 of those miles we were going to drive anyway just to get back to good restaurants. So it's really not a bad order at all. The drop-off's a much better drop-off than this last one. Hey, stupid broke, that's me too. I mean, I'm beyond stupid broke too, in debt. So my whole goal though is to help people just come face to face with that reality and work their way out of it, because when I first got into financial issues, I didn't know what to do and I didn't know where to turn to, because the only people I could find were people who had already gone through it. You know, it was like Dave Ramsey, right? Like Dave Ramsey is who you go to if you're having financial difficulties. But I don't know, some of that, what he teaches is good stuff, but some of it feels so disconnected from reality because he's now a multi-millionaire. And it's like, you know what? I kept following all these people and they all said they wish that they would have documented their journey. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to document my journey. So Bree, welcome to the Stupid Broke Club. The first rule of Stupid Broke Club is to admit that you're in Stupid Broke Club. And then basically everything on this channel is designed to fix all the problems that got you to there and work your way out so you'll never go back to them again. You know, whether you're, because there's stupid broke, you kind of get there in two ways. Either you've never had money, or you had money and you lost it. Okay? So I'm in the had money and lost it category. Yeah, I'm paying my stupid tax for sure. But I'm also paying forward my stupid tax. So it's like paying it and paying it forward. Because I was like, you know what? If I wait till I get my life figured out before I start trying to help people again, I'm missing out on the opportunity of helping people who are in similar situations, or maybe situations that are worse than me or not as bad as me. Like, I'm missing out on helping those people today. You know, like if I started telling you like 5 years from now, this is how I got out of debt, well, that misses 5 years of buildup and working together, of like learning and getting better together. I have never seen DoorDash like this on like a normal Monday night. I don't want to say never, but in a really long time. It is crazy how much DoorDash is just slamming. But now that we're here and we haven't gotten anything better, I am going to actually pause DoorDash for a few minutes. I don't think there's going to be much of a hidden tip on this. This is only for 2 salads. So, and they're only like 3 miles from the restaurant. So the fact that it's $15 for like 3 miles from the restaurant as the customer ordered it, I just can't imagine the tip is that much better than what is already shown here in the app. But we'll do that. So I'll get caught up on chat here in a second. Also, if this was one I can't really bring you. I'm trying to keep the streaming phone in the car for the most part today because of the rain. But if I'm delayed at all, I'll just I'll type chat while I'm waiting for the order. So, Lumix, good evening. I haven't been able to see what you've typed yet, but I'll check that in a second. So we're picking up from Bravo. It's like a Italian place. Okay, you're blocking my way in, so you need to get out. You're driving in the left lane. Not quite sure what you're doing. Not quite sure what you're doing. Make sure we don't run into any fancy cars. We don't want to run into any cars of any kind. I think, so to answer it from a non-spiritual context, no, I mean, I do think there are people that are lucky. I think where you're born is now, from a spiritual perspective, I would call that maybe more providence or God's will, but just from a purely human side of things, yeah, I mean, obviously there is luck, but then I also don't believe a lack of luck is an excuse for not trying to be the best that you can be. Yeah, privilege, luck, however you want to call it, but I don't think that matters. I don't think people should be punished for doing it, and I think it's your responsibility to use it in a wise way. All right, I want to try to be back here as quick as possible. All right, we're back. Popping in, trying to pop into some of the other streamers while I'm waiting too. So, hung out with Stardashians there last night. Hung out with Kaylee Makes Money. Tonight, hung out with Stardashians for a few minutes. It's really limited, like how much I can do, but we got that. Took a few minutes. Never good though when they're like, "Go take a seat." Yeah, we have to go less than 3 miles for this drop off, so that's good. Let's get out of here. Let's get everything turned back on. This is gonna put us at $50 in under 2 hours. So can't complain about that for a Monday. I mean, I guess you can complain about anything you want to complain about. I'm not going to complain about that for a Monday. That is true, but I think even a nihilist would admit that the way that at least the constructed world works, some people do probably have some more innate advantages than others. But just because you're given an advantage doesn't mean that, okay, why aren't you driving? Go. It's a four-way stop. It's a four-way stop. How come no one's driving? Why is everyone just like staring at? So confusing. Okay, why are you stopping in the middle of the road? Oh my goodness, people. Learn how to drive. Yeah, and my only take on the whole luck thing is ultimately it doesn't matter, because I mean, you could say, I would say one of the luckiest things that you have zero control over is where you're born, right? So if you're born into, you know, a family or even a country where, you know, you're not like just born into slavery or servanthood or anything like that. I mean, that's a huge deal. However, there's plenty of people who are born lucky who don't do anything with the luck. So we talked about last night. It's a similar concept, I think. You know, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Well, hard work is going to beat luck if luck doesn't work hard as well too. You know, like, you could have every advantage given to you on a plate, and I mean, you see this all the time. If you don't believe this, just look at kids of like Hollywood celebrities. Like, they're born with everything, and yet how many of them just totally waste it? Or even childhood stars, right? They're popular, they're famous. How many of them struggle at some point in time in their life? So, absolutely, midnight, yeah. But then, here's the thing: the proverbial $100 bill in life is, some people don't even pick up the $100 bill. Some people take the $100 bill and invest in themselves and turn that into thousands of dollars. Other people just pick up the $100 bill and go just spend it on some junk that they weren't going to buy in the first place. So they really turn out no better, or maybe even slightly worse than they were in the first place. So, you know, luck is a part of the equation, but it's not the whole equation. And interestingly, I think you see some of the Savage Batman dropping the Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is overrated. But, you know, some people act as if luck is literally the only factor that determines if someone is successful or not, and that's just, to me, that's clearly not the case. And you can be both lucky and unlucky, right? Like, so you could have the luck of being born in America, but you could have the unluck of being born into an abusive family or a foster care system or other things. So there's advantages and disadvantages that everybody has, and so I think ultimately the luck can be kind of a cop-out, because for the vast majority of people, they still have some skill that they've acquired, even if the skill is solely just marketing their luck, right, and marketing their luckiness, and they learned how to monetize their life at an early age, you know, or they monetize their connections that they had with other people. But yeah, Josh, that is, well, hey, we're one of the top 4 teams in baseball last year. Top 4 teams in baseball. This will be my reminder not to send you over to Metropolitans, our New York Mets and Miami Dolphins YouTube channel. For sure. But they're also, they are lucky, but they are also, whether you agree or disagree with how you did it, they learn how to market themselves. Like, they built enough of a following that helped kind of career proof, even as, because the Kardashians are nowhere near as popular now as they were, say, what, 10 years ago? But then the other question is that the type of luck that you really want? Like, do you really want to trade lives? Like, would you be interested in trading lives with the Kardashians? Like, so, because again, I think a lot of times too, people think about luck solely in the context of like money. Like, they're lucky because they're rich, but there's plenty of rich people who are very unhappy as well. So, and there's plenty of people who have been rich and famous who have lost it all for a variety of reasons. So, all right, hold on, I gotta mute, gotta check in at the gate here. All right, that was easy. That's a gate guard that I talk to regularly. Yeah. If Kardashians came on the scene today, I think the scene would be a lot more crowded, right? It's a lot harder to break through in any sort of media now versus 10 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Like, they got lucky, but they learned how to market. They gained the skill of marketing. You know, another one that I would say has perfected marketing, Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg has perfected marketing himself, reinventing himself, keeping himself relevant years after. I mean, his career is essentially a completely different career than what it was 20 years ago. Yeah. No, I mean, you don't, and by the way, when I'm talking from a business perspective here, just to keep it clear, I'm not endorsing any of these people, but they're clear. Someone who is, I'll give you another person who, it's actually a good combo, and I made a video on this, that of 2 people who perfected marketing or are in the process of perfecting marketing. I'm gonna make sure I find the right house here. Hold on one second. Logan Paul and Mike Tyson. Logan Paul is already working, like, he's already reinvented himself, and Mike Tyson is relevant 40 years after his peak. Talking about making the most of luck, unexpected opportunities, and stuff like that. Hey, dumb luck is still a form of luck, right? Good. Hold on, we'll be right back. Let me drop this off. Good evening, Audrey. How's it going? Cat's tongue. How's it going as well for you? Yeah. But let's talk about this a little bit, because here's how the way these conversations usually go on the internet, and I think it becomes people either get discouraged. It's $12.50 for 5, but it's 2 pickups, so we're gonna pass on that. I think the volume of orders has been really good, so we'll wait for something better for a little bit longer here. By the way, we're at $50 in 1 hour and 40 minutes, so we are above our $25 an hour goal. Just a goal for that. Let me figure, I don't even know where I am. Hold on. Directions to the crust pizza. I want to make sure I don't get like stuck in some community here. Getting out of these communities is like, that's when I need directions. Ooh, I'm not doing a 31 item shop at Target for 20 bucks. No way. That sounds dreadful. So people get they either get jaded or they get discouraged, or just like, oh, whatever. Like, they make excuses for why other people can do it and they can't do it. So, what I want to encourage you is to say, okay, so what could we do instead of being like negative about this? What could we do to actually start building on our luck and maybe discovering opportunities that we're not? Because I bet you there are some life skills that each and every one of us are deficient in. Because I'm starting to find that ultimately luck doesn't matter, but what skills you have obtained matters a lot. And so I would encourage you, if your mindset is kind of always, well, I'm just unlucky, because I've been there before. You know, you see people, everything that they touch turns to gold, and everything you touch turns to crap. You know, part of that could actually just be because you haven't built the skills up. And you have to be able to start taking some steps that are going to lead you in a direction of building the life and the direction that you really want to do. All right, I'm going to take this one. This is at $8 plus for 3 miles from True Food Kitchen. So it's our third plus on DoorDash tonight. Doesn't say large catering, but hopefully it's at least a $12 order here. It's a quick drop off, so that's good. We already did one True Food drop off. Going back there again. Yeah. So marketability. Yeah. So that's what let's kind of transition into this, because I think that's it's a good direction for us to go to. So, for those of you who are familiar and have done some study into business, Alex Hormozi, Alex, H-O-R-M-O-Z-I, Alex Hormozi, someone I've been listening to a lot of his content. I kind of binge listen to content, and then I take a break and start to process it a little bit. But I think if you're looking for a good starting point, that's a great place to do, and trying to start to figure out your marketability, trying to figure out how to build your brand, and all these different things. And I'm trying to bring you guys along in this journey that I'm going through too. It's weird, and this is even someone who comes to you as being somewhat business minded. I shared this, I think, the other night too. But it was really hard for me to bite the bullet to create a digital product to sell. Not because I didn't think I could do it, like the actual doing of it, but just the tie-in that you have to do with then trying to actually sell and market a product and different things. And you know, so that's the PDF that I have. It's like, you know what, I'm going to just start small, and I'm going to start with something, and worst case is it doesn't sell at all, right? Like, that's the worst case scenario. I create a digital product, no one buys it, and then I at least learn one way not to create a digital product. But in fact, the opposite has happened. I created a digital product, I marketed it, and I've sold a couple of copies. I mean, I'm not rich, I'm not a millionaire off of a single digital product that I'm trying to sell at $5 that I get like $4 after fees and stuff like that, right? Like, that's not going to make me rich, but it is going to prove the concept, and it is going to give me some feedback, and it's going to help me get better to the next digital product that I want to create. Labor under correct knowledge. Ooh, John Carney busting out the luck acronym. How's it going, Hog Mob? Hope you are doing well. So, but what Hormozi talks about is really this idea that you're growing your brand, and really what he talks in the context of a business, but also in the context of a brand, is essentially like playing a video game. And here's what happens is that you're playing a video game and you start to learn some things, right? And you start to learn how to do this. Maybe you learn a little bit of sales, you learn a little bit of marketing or whatever, but then you hit your first roadblock. And he said what most people do when they hit their first roadblock is they say, oh, I can't do this, I'm going to start something new because obviously this doesn't work. But he said, if just one person has been successful in what you're doing, then obviously it does work and you just haven't acquired the skills. And so that was kind of a really big aha moment for me, because people will say things like, well, network marketing doesn't work, or affiliate marketing doesn't work, or YouTube doesn't work. Well, are there people who are out there who are making full-time incomes using all three of those things? Well, then obviously they do work and you just haven't acquired the skill. So he said the kind of like those roadblocks are like a boss in a video game. And so what you need to do is you need to beat the boss, because if you leave that and head to a different business, eventually that same boss, you're going to hit that level again. And so you just got to fight until you can learn how to beat the boss. But then once you know how to beat the boss, then you can do it anytime that issue comes up again. And I can tell you, one of the failings that led, not the only, there were multiple ones, but one that's relevant to this discussion that led to my financial downfall was I had employees, but for a variety of reasons. I actually had 4 employees at one time for my business, but for a variety of reasons I lost them all in a span of about 4 months. So I was running 2 warehouses, with all of that overhead, paying 4 employees, to then suddenly having no employees and having all the bills that come with 2 warehouses. And so part of my issue was I didn't know the people that I had hired were all just friends. I didn't have the skill set to hire someone I didn't know. And so that boss beat me. And that, among some other financial mistakes, all came together to my financial downfall. So I know at a certain point in time, I'm going to have to face that boss again, of hiring someone, if I want to build my brand and keep it going, of hiring someone that I don't know in order to keep growing, because that's just part of the business growth program. So that's the idea. So let me challenge you guys. I'm going to go run, and hopefully this order is picked up, or hopefully it's ready to be picked up. Hopefully it's not been picked up yet, but let me know what's like the boss that you're stuck at in either your business or your branding or your personal growth. And if I have to wait for long, I'll comment on there. Otherwise, we'll just attack it when I come back. So we're going to leave the BRB up, and I'll be right back with you guys. took a long time to pack the last item. That's all right. We're playing, we're gambling here. It's an $8 plus. I think in most scenarios, this is a $12 order. It's a $2 base pay plus a $10 tip. It's not a huge order. Yeah. Pete, good. All right. So Pete, regarding that, if you haven't seen my video from last Sunday of building your foundation on rock versus sand, that's definitely go watch that video, because that's 100% like with that mindset in mind. I did that. So on that, I want to deep dive. You did one DoorDash day, Josh. Congrats. Is that a record for you? All right, let's mark this here as confirmed. Picked up. We already have, like, we don't have to go far at all. I already had this in the GPS since we were waiting to go like 1 mile, mile and a half down the road. I don't know if this is going to a, it's a place I've been before, so I don't know if it's going to a hotel or, but pretty much everything on this main stretch is either hotels or businesses, so. Yeah, I didn't kind of realize that there was that little, and I noticed at the end of, oh, why am I drawing a mind blank? Total brain farting. Trevor's deliveries, at the end of one of his $700 challenge videos, I noticed he added a Bible verse to the end of it too. So, yeah, so it's like, those videos have actually done a little bit better than I expected them to do, and obviously they're not just, it's also for like Christian business people, and you know, hustle can mean a lot of different things in a lot of different contexts. You know, I made it in the broader sense of just working hard and trying to basically get maximum efficiency to accomplish the things that you're created to accomplish. Aaron Judge is still overrated. All right, so Kat, if you're here, so I wanted to deep dive because you wanted to get free from your 9 to 5. You had an exit plan, and then everything changed, and so then you're like back to square one. Okay, so I've been there too. I've had, this is like, this YouTube journey is probably my exit plan number 3 that I've been on, of trying to get out of debt ultimately once and for all. So I want to just kind of talk you through a little bit, and not that my situation's exactly the same as your situation, but hopefully at least a little bit of what I've gone through could help you. So I've found that in the end, when you kind of get sent back to square one, the hardest thing to do is figure out, okay, well, what's my next step? Like, where do I even begin? And so I find for me, and you can try it, see if it helps you, I try to reverse engineer and say, okay, let me reset what my new, revised, updated end goal is. You know, okay, so something changed. So my plans to be a multi-billionaire owning a company are no longer going to be good. So what's my new ideal future based on whatever current limitations, restrictions, failures, things that have happened that are in my control or out of my control, but whatever. What is the new goal? And then I try to figure out what is the realistic timeline to achieve said goal, or maybe not even realistic, but like what would be the super aggressive timeline to achieve the goal. And then what is it going to have to look like? What are the steps that you're going to have to take to get there? So initially when I started doing food delivery, I thought it was going to really help supplement my income. But the problem was my car kept breaking down so much that anything extra I made just went back into car repairs. I mean, and I was just treadmilling for a long time. Now that I'm basically driving a semi-new car that's a really old car, because so much stuff had been replaced, then obviously we're able to make progress again. But I had to I had to do the reset. So I've been sharing with you, I shared over the weekend that I've gotten pretty close to having the $200 a day in income taken care of. So now I'm making the next step and of trying to figure out, okay, what does $300 a day in income look like? You know, and part of me wants to go for 400, but there's kind of like a fear and a impossibility thing that goes along with this. Yeah, it looks like we're going to a hotel here. Just figured not too many businesses. Let me see if I have. Oh wow, they actually have like an UberEats drop-off here at a hotel. That's the first time I've seen one at the hotel. Hold on, I'm gonna keep talking in a second. I just gotta figure out where I'm going. I'm assuming this is maybe going to the front desk. That's what I'm gonna, because they didn't give any sort of room number. Hold on, we'll be back. All right, dropped off. It was like $8.50, so we had like 50-cent hidden tip. Not much at all, but that's okay. We took the risk. We took the gamble. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. So that's basically what I'm doing. Is I'm saying, okay, I know for a fact that $200 a day is not going to get me to achieve my ultimate first checkpoint, which is being debt-free by the end of this year. I haven't run the numbers recently, but the last time I ran the numbers, it was along the lines of I need to be like in the $600 to $800 a day, which sounds really crazy when I've only mastered $200 a day. So what I'm trying to do then is figure out, okay, going from $200 a day to $600 a day seems kind of crazy. That's a pretty big jump to make, like to triple your income and to try to do it as quick as possible. But what I have is a plan of what I think $600 a day will look like based on a variety of different things. And so I'm trying to put some of those things into place. So some form of semi-passive income is probably going to be pretty helpful, right? So this is why I'm trying to build out some digital courses and things, you know, taking the stuff that we talk about on this channel, but really building it out into something that can be easily digestible, help someone who's super baseline level, super low budget, doesn't have a lot of stuff, but they need a crash course, you know, because again, all the basic stuff of everything is free. Hey, we got another $10.25 plus for 4 miles, which is great. This is from Leh, India. This is our 4th plus order on DoorDash tonight. No large catering orders, but all plus orders. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's how I would encourage you to do it. And so kind of the premise behind the PDF, which is 10 plus ways to make an extra $200 a week, is focusing on someone who's got a 9-to-5 job, but their income can't quite keep up with the bills. And they figure, okay, if I could have another $800 to $1,000 a month, that would give me the breathing room I need, or that would help me set aside the money that I need to save for a vacation, or to pay off extra debt, or to set aside money to build my business, or whatever it would be. And so the premise is like, okay, if you try to tell someone like, all right, I'm going to tell you how to make an extra $1,000 a month, that's like tough. And on the other side, it's also really difficult to guarantee someone to get them an extra $30 a day. You know, I mean, there's days that's hard to do. But if you can put together something that will help someone see there's a variety of different ways that you can mix and match and piece together around your current lifestyle without having to give up your 9-to-5 job, without having to give up helping coach your kids' little league team, without having to give up, you know, helping at church, volunteering in your community, whatever your things are. Like, that's something I think a lot of people would be like, well, that'd be cool. I would like if I could do that. I'd like if I could keep doing what I'm doing, but still find a way to do that. And so that's what I built the PDF around, is someone who's like, okay, I need $200 a week, but I can't even begin to conceive of what that would look like because I'm already tired. I'm already working a 9-to-5 job. I don't have it in me anymore to just do anything. Like, so where do I begin? Like, I don't even have the time to research all this. So here you go. Here's a PDF that gives you the starting point that you need to then build things out. Okay. And of course, there's an income strategy from my end as well. So there's a service, right? So this is one of the big things. And I was talking a little bit last night about, I've always struggled as a follower of Jesus with my relationship with money and what it should or shouldn't look like. So in your pursuit of earning a living, paying off debts, taking care of your family, I still think you should do it in a noble way, specifically in the way of trying to serve other people, which is why I framed this whole channel all around the serve, learn, grow, adapt mindset. And so I still want to create the very best digital products. I want what I create, like, I want my free stuff to be better than what other people charge for, and the stuff I charge for, I want it to be better than what people give out as their premium product. Now, maybe that's not going to happen for my first couple of things. Maybe there's like a small learning curve here where I'm going to have to, I'm not going to hit those goals. But that is the goal for when I create a digital product. I don't want it to be just a piece of junk and a money grab. I want it to be something that's genuinely going to help people, but also will free me up to help even more people. And so that's essentially what this income pursuit is ultimately, it's not just for me to be out of debt, like whatever, you work each month, you pay the bills, you earn enough money to pay the minimums on your credit cards. Like, I could do that. It wouldn't be a fun life, but it's a doable life. But on the other hand, if I actually have a goal of like, I want to take care of my family, and then I want to free my family up to be able to serve and help as many people as possible, you can see how that all builds on itself. All right, here's to this order being ready. We've been fairly fortunate tonight with having orders being ready. So we'll try one more time. I'll be right back. We are finally back. Oh, it's a long wait. Long wait. That's alright. It's a plus order, so we're gonna take it, see what it turns out to be. Good evening, everybody. We're gonna do a channel reset here in just a second. Let me get everything going, and we do not have to go far. It's only 3 miles for this delivery. It's a $10 plus delivery on DoorDash from Le India, a local Indian, Asian, not Indian Native American, Indian Asian. Gotta clarify. I feel like Le India should just mean the India, but I don't know if that's what it actually means or not. All right, well, I appreciate everybody hanging out here with us tonight. Want to welcome all of you to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, all those areas we care about, kind of just the whole of you. And so tonight we're talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities, and kind of also morphed into like, how do you overcome when you have unexpected disappointments too. Kind of morphed to that side of the conversation as well. It's been a really good, fun conversation tonight. Appreciate all of you guys who have participated throughout the evening. We are running a 5-5-5-5 challenge, and I have a success to report on one of those. So that challenge is we're trying to add 5 new subscribers, 5 new channel members, 5 super chats of $5 or more. Those are the goals for the stream tonight. We've got a half an hour more, we'll call it about 40 minutes more to go with that challenge. We have successfully completed the 5 new subscribers tonight, so we can check that one off. We're still looking for 5 new members and 5 super chats of $5 or more. If we do hit the super chat goal, then I'll actually stream. That's what's going on tonight. I hope everybody do that. Yeah, so creatives, the specific side hustles that I am doing. Oh my goodness, 5555 from Jonathan. Woot woot. Arr, that'll go far for the car. Appreciate you so much, Jonathan. So there's a variety of different side hustles. If you're looking to get started with side hustles, I just put out a PDF. It's the pinned comment. It's also, if you're watching on replay, it's the first link down in the description below to 10 plus ways to make an extra $200 a week. Specifically tonight, I am out doing DoorDash, UberEats, Grubhub, Instacart. Those are the 4 main apps that I am on. I did a Facebook Marketplace meetup earlier today. I shipped eBay sales earlier today. I have a catering order on Zifty tomorrow. And so kind of a variety of different ways. We're just trying to help people achieve some financial freedom. So the PDF is $5, and I think it will be well worth your time. I would love for you to check it out. Give me some feedback about how to make it better. It's both. Yeah, so we talk about a variety of different things on the channel. So yes, talk about the out and about, like food and gig delivery, but also stuff you can do from home, like eBay, Amazon, YouTube, that sort of stuff, creative. So if you've got specific questions on stuff, we can, like, that's the overview. Yeah, so I don't know the Europe side quite as much. I know we have had people from Europe who have hopped in to the chat, and I think there are some forms of food and gig delivery, but I don't know if it's in all countries, but I know eBay is in Europe. So and I know there's Amazon in Europe too. And of course, YouTube is a side hustle that you can begin. You know, of course, every side hustle has its pros and its cons. You know, the YouTube side hustle is, the hardest part about that is it doesn't really pay off a lot right at the beginning. You have a German visa. We've had Lumix has been hanging out with us the last few nights from Germany. He's a teenager over in Germany. He's been hanging out and spending some time with us. It's pretty late over there now, but yeah. And ich spreche kleine Deutsch. So I learned German back when I was in high school for just a little bit. Okay. Well, I mean, but you have internet access, so my assumption would be if you have internet access, then you have access to potentially be a YouTube creator. And, you know, I don't know, obviously, don't know about the legality of your country, but the fact that you can access the YouTube platform as a commenter would lead me to believe that maybe you would also be able to access it as a creator. So that would be one thing I would encourage you to do. I have a full playlist. I don't know if we have any mods on right now, but I have after I drop this off, I can try to post a link to the playlist here. Can't do that while I'm driving, of course. But, you know, a whole bunch of things. Because I started my YouTube journey just over a year ago. I was able to get monetized in under a year. So definitely had a lot of help from a lot of people in getting there. But I think it's something that's doable. And then you would just have to kind of find what's the unique thing that you bring. What is the thing that you bring to the conversation that maybe it's something that's unique to your country, or it's just something about your perspective on something other people do, whatever your passions are. You know, what maybe you've got a skill that's a unique skill, unique passion. I believe that, you know, if you're kind of a creative, which I'm going by your name, that maybe you are, that YouTube is a great place to explore your creativity. You'll have lots of failures on YouTube, but eventually you'll get in the groove and start to have some really good success as well. We were like 0.2 miles away from this drop-off here. Rain started to pick up a little bit more. It's a $10 plus order. Didn't have to go too far. So that's nice. My voice is starting to get choppy. Time to drink some water. I have coffee too tonight. So my wife made me a nice big thing of coffee. Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, but maybe, so that's what we've been talking about tonight, though, is maybe if you can't leave right away, what are you going to do in the meantime that's going to help get you to that? So you could even, again, I don't know if this would be legal or not, but you could just start chronicling your journey to move from where you are to where you want to be. I think that would be a process that I think people would be interested in following along if you could safely and legally accomplish that. I think this is the right house. Let's see. I don't like dropping off if I can't see, but everything on here looks like this is the right place. See if I can match the door to the picture. Yeah, I've not been to this house. It's a fun little house. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. All right, well, thanks to that nice long wait at the restaurant, we are no longer gold. We have moved down to silver for being late because the restaurant was late. So somehow I get punished for that. Whatever, don't care. Not gonna let DoorDash run my life. So until they get this whole thing figured out, that's just gonna be what it is. Even marking that I was delayed doesn't seem to matter. That order was $12. That $10 plus ended up being $12. It's why I'm no longer waiting for anything that's not like a plus order, though, because DoorDash is punishing you when the restaurant is delayed. directions to the crust pizza. Documenting your journey, whatever it is, whether it's an actual physical journey or whether it's more of a, just like what I'm doing, I'm documenting my getting out of debt journey. I think it's one of the most powerful storytelling forms that you have available. And so creatives, I mean, again, I don't know legality and all those things, but I think if you just started documenting your journey of moving from, I'm assuming it's your home country, but whatever, moving from where you are to where you want to be, like actually physically the whole process, like what does it look like? Are you selling your stuff? Are you giving your stuff away? You know, is this easy? Is it hard? How are you making the money? How are you, what's your money making strategy? What's your money saving strategy? I think there's a lot of stuff with that people would be very interested in following along. So all right, so we're out hunting for some more orders. So we're just headed, got to get out of this neighborhood, kind of like stuck back here in the middle of nowhere. We'll see if orders are going to die down pretty quick here. I would not expect it to be great super late tonight because it is just a normal Monday, normal school night, normal work night. But hopefully we can squeeze out a few more orders here. We're going to stream unless we get 4 more super chats of $5 or more. We're going to stream until 8 o'clock, so we've got about a half an hour more of streaming that we're going to do. Hanging out with all of you tonight. Appreciate you being here. So we've got plenty of time to talk about other things. I feel like, I don't know if I'd fully answer your question, Kat, so I don't know if you're still here, but I would love to continue that thought exercise a little bit, but I got distracted. All right, so we are in the midst of just looking for some new orders. We're talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities, specifically tonight. This delivery, this whole evening of delivering was an unexpected opportunity that I got when my son's baseball practice was canceled due to rain. Of course, rain tends to be a little bit better. Rainy nights tend to be a little bit better for deliveries, and I would certainly say so. I don't know exactly where we're at in total on the night, but we're doing fairly well. Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going. It's just a maze back here on all these roads. We're almost getting, there's just no restaurants back here. We are seeing some orders, but they're not good ones. We need to get closer to some restaurants to see some better orders, I think. So the volume of orders coming through is still decent, though I don't know how picky I can really choose or afford to be at this point. Oh, I know where I am now. Wow, that was really weird. That was a long way to get out of there, back to here. For sure. And again, I don't know all the details of your situation, creative, so I'm not advising that you do anything that's going to get you in trouble. But I do think, I mean, you know, even watching on like HGTV, it's like there's house hunters where like people from America, you know, move overseas. They move somewhere in Europe or somewhere in Asia, and they're like finding a new house, and they kind of go over, well, here's all the things that we had to learn how to do. Like, here's the pros and here's the cons of doing this. And I do think that sort of storytelling is something that people would be really interested in. So, but obviously, don't do anything that's going to jeopardize your safety or your freedom. Because obviously, depending on situations, getting out of countries is not inherently a safe or easy project. All right, we're going to hang out at the Crust Pizza here for a couple minutes. Not going to hang out here for super long. But this is the first time we haven't had an order lined up like right away. So it's like the first time this has slowed down at all. So turn on the light so you can see my eyes. So we are subsisting on flavor blasted goldfish and a nice full thing of coffee. So that's what we got going on tonight. We're talking about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities. All right, I want to actually look at my Zifty because I accepted it before, but I haven't seen all the details. But where is that going to be from? Oh, it's probably from PF Chang's. All right, so it's a catering order from PF Chang's. Pickups at 10:44 tomorrow morning. Drop off is 17 miles, but it's to the south. Drop off is at 11:30, so it's before lunchtime. And it pays $48, $47.48 if you want to be precise. So I'm pretty excited. That's one of the highest paying catering orders I've had in a while. I saw a $100 catering order on Deliver That this week. Now, but I missed it. But I saw it at least, so I know it exists. I'm also thirsty for just regular water too. If we don't get anything here in the next few minutes, we'll try to make it down to Magic Dumpster before 8 o'clock. We still have a channel goal tonight of 5 more channel members and 4 more super chats of $5 or more. So, appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. We're closing in. Maybe we'll do like a nice long stream doesn't end till we hit 800 subs sometime coming up. All right, I think it's calm down, windshield wipers. You're getting a little loud. Woo! All right, so let's see. I want to actually see what our total is for tonight because I honestly don't know. So we're at like $55 on DoorDash for tonight. And I think it's been 4 DoorDash and 1 UberEats is what we've done. Yeah, we had that earlier UberEats that was $15.61. That came through as $15.61. So 55 plus 15 is 70. So we're at $70 in just under 3 hours. So right around $25 an hour pace. But it is definitely noticeably slowing down. So I think I'm going to eat a couple more goldfish and then we'll head down towards Magic Dumpster. And then probably wrap things up for the night. I love the fishes because they're so delicious. Gonna go fishing. They sent a $2 order on Trip Radar, and it's like another driver matched to this. This is what I'm dealing with. Why would you even consider at $2? I don't care if like I literally had to just drop it off to the person who went there. It's just not worth their time. Hey, we got a plus. We got a good order, guys. I don't know how good. $7.75 plus from J. Alexander, a high-end steak place that's right nearby. Some roasted chicken and a cheeseburger. So maybe like a $12 order, but we'll take it. I was kind of not expecting anything else over here. All right, so we gotta get out of this parking lot of the Crust. J. Alexander's like 2 blocks to the north. Can't really even call them blocks, but that's the closest I can. Like, not even a half a mile down the access road. How about that? The fact that it's over, $7.50 or whatever it was tells me that it's most likely more than a $5 tip. So most people then go to $10. Most people go to the. So I'm assuming this could probably be in the $10 to $12 order range, but at this point, obviously, we're anything with a plus sign we're taking. All right, we are just about to the restaurant. That's why I like parking at the Crust, because it gives us access to multiple restaurants, not just one. High-end pizza, high-end steak. Across the way, there's high-end sushi. Wow, there's actually even a real parking spot here tonight. It's crazy. These are places that I never can find parking spots at, like even on weeknights, and I've been finding parking spots consistently. A lot more people stayed in than normal tonight. All right, well, let's hope this is a quick one here. I don't think anyone's going to be stealing a Pontiac vibe in the parking lot here. We'll throw the BRB up. Half the time this place has the food ready, and the other half it's like a 20-minute wait. I'm hoping, because it doesn't look so busy, that they should be good. High-end Mets general manager. You're not a fan. I'm a little more patient here. I think Jose Quintana is probably the most likely bet of what the Mets are going to do. I think if you had asked me a week ago, I would say neither Jose is coming back, Iglesias or Quintana. But now I would say there's a pretty good likelihood with Madrigal going down that at least one of the Jose's will return. All right, I gotta go pick up this order here really quick, and hopefully it's ready, and we'll be back and we'll get it dropped off. So we don't have to go like 3 miles from here. Blue Moon, how's it going? We're doing some food delivery tonight, talking life. So I'll be right back. I'll get everybody caught up. Hold on. We finally got the order. There is so much money in Naples, yes. I agree with that. I'm just trying to figure out how to get some of it because I don't have it. But so that's why I'm always trying to figure out like how to leverage a situation that I have, right, for the best that I could have. So we just got fortunate because of the rain tonight. I think that's the only reason. I would not expect this to be. I'm gonna take a. Oh, there's no receipt. How would you have? Yeah, DoorDash. It was like chicken and a burger. So when the order came out, I was like, "Hey, looks like you guys finally caught the chicken." They laughed. Always trying to. Which way are you guys going? Alright, so we gotta go just a bit. 2.5 miles to our north. That's where our drop-off is. Well, thank you guys for being patient and holding with me. I'm not gonna end the stream quite yet. We'll at least get this delivery done first. We have officially streamed for 3 hours. Tonight, we hit our new subscriber goal of 5. So, give a little extra time for the channel member super chat goal if we want to get there. If not, no big deal. So, we might as well at least complete this delivery since you waited that whole time. But I think it was some really good discussion tonight all throughout. I know it's hard to rewatch an entire 3-hour stream, but nonetheless, there was just lots of good conversation tonight about taking advantage of unexpected opportunities. Kind of got into like this idea of luck or being fortunate, because that maybe plays into it, but isn't that what luck kind of is an unexpected opportunity? And yes, so I tuned in for bits and pieces midnight, and American Walmart's kept giving us updates. So he did not. I know initially the idea was $1 million or 1 million subscribers, but that's crazy. That's crazy what he was able to do. But just a great example of using your influence to help other people, and so super cool. Hopefully, the next time he does a big fundraiser like that, I'll be in the position to contribute to it. Not there yet, but definitely, we talked about it multiple times on the lives and let people know about it, did what we could. So it's super exciting for everything he's been able to do with that. This guy is going way too slow. Like, yes, the light is red, but the red light is also like a half mile in front. Uber Eats has not stopped dinging. Now, I haven't seen any good Uber Eats orders for a while, but I'm getting an order every 15 to 20 seconds still on Uber Eats at 8 o'clock on a Monday night, which is super rare. This would not be expected normally. And everywhere has either had long waits because the restaurants were busy, or a pileup of orders because there haven't been enough drivers. So we got hopes that I can still keep going. This order will put us over 75 for the 3 hours. It'll be just over 3 hours, but we were at 70. It's a $10 order, so we'll be over 80 in just over 3 hours. So basically hit $25 an hour for the stream. The unexpected opportunity of delivering tonight, because my son's Little League practice was canceled because of rain. So got to take advantage of that. So we're gonna probably, unless we get, absolutely. So once we get out, here's what we're gonna do. We'll if we get hit with like another crazy good order right after this drop off, like another UberEats, you know, $10 plus for less than 5 miles, or a DoorDash plus offer, I'll stay on if there's a good order. But if it looks like it's just going to be slow and everything else like that, then I think we'll probably end the stream, because we are at the 3-hour mark. We're over the 3-hour mark, which is all I was planning on doing. I wasn't even planning on streaming at all tonight. So I will okay, well, the caveat of course is, unless things change, I am not planning on being live for the next 2 suppers, because my son has baseball games the next 2 nights. He has Tuesday night game and a Wednesday night game. But I am planning on being live Thursday night supper and Friday night supper. Okay, so I'm also trying to get new long and short form video out on the channel every day. Hey, Stardashians, how's it going? Hey, no problem. I've had a lot of waiting tonight, and so I've started trying when I wait. Obviously, I keep an eye on my stream, but I also have been trying to just pop in, kind of scroll through the various Gig Dasher lives and stop in and say hi. So yeah, we've had a good supper. So this is going to put me at $80 in just over 3 hours, this delivery we're doing right now. So yeah, well, that's, I think normally it would be, but the rain was enough to send drivers home. That's what you need. It's not even always about having people make more orders. It's about just getting drivers off the road. Hold on one second here.
All right, my friend. Have a safe night.
All right, same to you. Always gotta make friends with those gate guards. Yeah, it was like early in the day, it was drizzling, so during the day it wasn't crazy good. But we got like a nice heavy rain that started right at like 4:30 and like went 4:30 to 5:30. And the thing is, if you're not already out, it like, because I've done it, but it's really hard to go out at 7 o'clock and make it feel like it's worthwhile on a weeknight usually. So, but restaurants are still backed up. I mean, there's been a steady stream of orders coming through. Now, the quality of orders has definitely gone downhill here the last half an hour, I would say. I'm seeing a lot of orders on Uber Eats, but not anything that is like super exciting. So we'll see. We're gonna do, but hey, Tiger Morph, how's it going? Yeah, it's all, a lot of times just, it can be that difference. It just needs to rain hard enough to either increase the demand or decrease the supply of drivers. It's just still basic economics. Just plays out in the gig delivery world. So I did about 70 during the day. I did a $61 Facebook Marketplace meetup and drop off. I put a picture of that on the community tab if you want to see. I sold a bunch of rolling carts and pallets that I had from when my business was in a warehouse. Maybe someday I'll get back to it, but I don't need to hold on to rolling carts and pallets now. It's just clogging up my space, especially since we know we're going to move again sometime soon. What's my number? I've arrived at my destination. I haven't even seen anything in here. Here we go. So we've fortunately got the right combination tonight of heavy enough rain to increase the demand a bit and send some drivers home. All right, I'll be right back. Have a good night. All right, they came out at the end. That was an 850. We took it as a 775 plus, got an 850. Yeah, Tiger Morph. So absolutely. Let me fill you in a little bit. Let me get out of this. Let me get out of this person's driveway and make sure I don't run into anything or anyone or run over anything. I've got multiple answers to that question. There's multiple layers to that. Okay, so ultimately, why am I doing side hustles? Well, I'm trying to read back to have my own business and using side hustles to help get in that direction. Basically, I'm trying to rebuild from what I was doing, but a new version of myself here. It's basically some form, I mean, you can, I don't know the exact term that you would call it, but like an online teacher, you know, not really life coach, because that sounds a little hokey. Hold on one second here. Directions to PF Chang's. I'm not actually going to PF Chang's, I just need to figure out how to get out of this neighborhood. Man. Alright, that was Deliver That. Couldn't even load on my screen fast enough. Come on, Deliver That. I'm not a fan of the new app. Must have been a good one because it disappeared before. We'll see if it pops up here. I will answer your question in a second. Sorry, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. All right. We got the Deliver That on the rebound. I don't know if it's good or not yet. It's a breakfast order for $20, so. $19 for 13-mile shopping order. We're gonna say no on that. How's it going, Demon? Think you're on the wrong side of how that lyric goes. So ultimately, the first checkpoint is getting out of debt, Tiger. So that's the first goal, and so I'm trying to just build up my income streams. To do that, part of that strategy does involve YouTube. So one of my many side hustles is YouTube, and actually I'm building a second YouTube channel. It's a sports-based channel, and so I'm building that out as a potential future income stream as well. Yeah, basically. Plane Sharks, how's it going? We're doing well. We're at like yeah, I don't know exactly. We're at roughly $80 so for the evening in just over 3 hours, so just about 25 an hour pace. Let me check with my wife here on, well, let me figure out. So I just accepted to Deliver That catering order in the morning, and I don't know. Okay, let's go in there. It's not the great. How many miles is that? It's $20 for 5 miles. I'm gonna call my wife and see if she's good to do this or not. It's not it's not like an amazing order. It is $20 to start the day, but we'd all have to leave the house like 20 minutes early. So hold on one second. Let me call my wife, find out if we're good to do this catering order in the morning. Call my wife. I'll be right back with you guys in a second. Hold on. Okay, got a question for you, and I'm fine either way on this. It doesn't. So I got a $20 catering order. I'd have to be at Bob Evans at 7:20 tomorrow morning. So I'd have to drop you guys off probably around 7. I can release it. It's not a big deal. I just okay. Okay. Right. Well, so, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, all right. So that's fine. That's why I wanted to check, because if not, I'll just release it. Like, if everybody was good and good to go, then I would do that. But yeah, I'll just release it. You know, because you just grab it without looking at it. You know, that's how it works. All right. I'll send it back. I'll let somebody else find it. It was already released once, and I got it the second time, so it's all good. No worries. All right, sounds good. We've had a decent night, like $80 in 3 hours. So, and I just got a $20 CVS shopping order for like 10 items. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, especially since I'm gonna be shopping. But wanted to call you, or so I'm still live, but I wanted to call you so that way I can release it so somebody else can make that $20 tomorrow. It wasn't a great drop off either. It was like up in Bonita. So, all right, sounds good. All right, love you. Bye. All right, so we released our catering order back into the wild. We'll let somebody else take it. My son, I guess, is still a little sick, so we'll give him a little extra sleep time. So, what did Demon do midnight? Wow, midnight and Plain Sharks. That was, you guys doubled up on that. Yeah, Metropolitans. That is the other YouTube channel. All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna wrap up the stream. I've already gone like an extra 20 minutes beyond what I want. While I was on the phone with my wife, I grabbed a $20 CVS shopping order on DoorDash for 10 items. So I'm gonna go do that, but this is kind of like the perfect time to end the stream anyway, because this stream would just be sitting dead for like 15-20 minutes, however long it takes to shop it, do that. So we're gonna end it here for tonight. So a special shout out to all of the new subscribers to the channel tonight. Thank you for helping hit the subscriber goal. Also, special thank you to Jonathan for the super chat tonight. And as always, thank you to all of the subscribers, channel members. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry if I didn't get to answer every single question tonight. Always do my best, but sometimes it's not quite enough. But I do appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you for that. Yeah, the goal, there's a lot of stuff on the channel, by the way, too, if you're just kind of wanting to get more of the picture of what I'm all about. There's lots of good long form videos. I'm trying to get at least one long form or one short on the channel every day, and sometimes multiples. Like I got multiple shorts out today, and so I'm trying to create stuff that's going to be helpful to everybody. So, but I do appreciate you all so much. Thank you again, once again, to all my mods. I think about the hardest work you guys had to do was at the very end of the night here, but appreciate you. The next scheduled live is Thursday night, always subject to change, but the next scheduled live will be Thursday night around 5 p.m. And so again, appreciate all you. Thank you for helping me and helping my family out and helping the dreams come true. Could not do this without you. I mean, I could talk to a camera by myself, but that would be really weird and boring. So this channel and the ability to do all this, yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and we will talk again soon.